Say that again.
Monroe was where the people were the first ones started.
Well, that's where we'll get in that story in a minute. But what happened was Norfolk, because it was a seaport. A lot of people think that the Underground Railroad was more running across in woods and land. Actually, more slaves left through ships, hidden in special ships, out of Norfolk Harbor and up north to Delaware and beyond, and also ultimately Canada. In fact, there's a drawing that depicts a captain chopping a hole in his ship to try to prove that he wasn't hiding slaves. He actually was. He had a compartment built in the ship. In fact, one of the groups he took, they had just enough space for 20 slaves. This 21st one, which she was very corpulent. Well, they weren't going to let her go and not take her, because if that, she'd tell everybody how they were getting out of town. So he took all her clothes off, greased her down, and forced her into the hole. And they shipped them up to Delaware, and they were able to escape.
Wow.
Now, the first contraband, the issue of contraband came when 3 slaves rowed over to Hampton to Fort Monroe. The commanding general, General Butler, was a lawyer. At the time, the Confederacy had seceded from the Union. Well, slave owner came looking for his slaves. My name is Mallory. We wanted to get his slaves back. Well, the general said, wait a minute, you're using these slaves to build fortifications against us, well, and you claim their property. Well, if they're property, then they're contraband. You can't have them. Thus, by the end of the month, thousands of slaves were now at Fort Monroe's door. And what happened was, by Butler doing that, anywhere the Federals controlled the land, slaves went to and forced the Army and ultimately forced Lincoln to write the Emancipation Proclamation, which only freed slaves in Confederate states that they had no control over.
It's funny. I was telling my son Sunday, because he's taking a class on African American history now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think pretty soon the boy's going to start wearing a dashiki the way he's
because he's learning stuff.
Yeah, he's learning. And he said that, thankful for Lincoln. I said, don't thank Lincoln. Lincoln gets more of a good rap than he should.
He was a politician.
He was a politician.
He was forced.
He was a strategic politician, because he recognized that he was losing the war because more and more whites didn't want to fight.
That's right.
He needed to have
He needed
a
the
basis
slaves to
do.
fight.
And so what he did was free the slaves in areas where he didn't control it.
Right.
If you read it, Norfolk, New Orleans, Eastern Shore, Northeast North Carolina, West Virginia, Delaware, D.C. were all excluded because they were all Union states.
So now, I said, you need to take a look at Frederick Douglass.
Now that's another. Frederick Douglass's logic was, once you put a black person in a Union uniform with the buttons and the armament of a Union soldier, he is now a citizen.
That's right.
And he felt the more of us that did that, the more it would legitimize us being citizens instead of being animals or chattel. That's why, I get real upset with folks who say July 4th ain't my holiday.
Virginia plantation.
We've been fighting wars from the beginning of this country.
We've
been dying for this country. First one to die for was Christmas Island.
And they could take advantage of the established trade routes between Africa and the New World. In addition, Africans came from a highly organized agricultural society and were known to be disciplined workers who were often very skilled in the crafts of metalwork and textile production. By 1670, the first direct shipments of African captives began arriving at the Virginia colony to labor on the large tobacco plantations.
Mm-hmm. They tried the Indians.
Indians, they died first.
They died off. A large part of what they brought over here in terms of,
But see, look at this. 12 million.
Yep.